Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, I wish I could say it's a happy video. I wish I could have the energy to give that I always give, but this is a different video. I'm probably gonna get fired for this video. I'm probably gonna get sent back home. But you know what? If that is what it takes, I don't want to be silent because I don't know what to say. I don't want to be that person that just says, oh, it's wrong, but you sit back. So in this video, I'm just going to address, I'm sorry if I look down. It's a hard video to do. I had to literally gather my thoughts the whole week and just pray and just think about if I want to do this video. And so I'm just gonna address, like, when I started this YouTube channel, when I started this whole YouTube channel, it was to capture the experience and the adventure of living in America and au pairing and everything. And so I think I'd be a hypocrite if I don't do a video on what's happening right now and how the black people in America are being treated. And so I've been here for 9 months, and I've experienced some racial issues. But what breaks my heart the most is that I've just been here for 9 months. I can get on a plane, I can go home, but my heart breaks, and it's so heavy for the people who don't have that option, for the people who live here. And this is not to say that my country is perfect. Gosh no, my country is not perfect, but I'm just gonna share a few experiences. So the area I live in is super rich, and the first good 2 to 3 weeks of me being here, every time I went for a walk or a run, or like just in my neighborhood, there would be someone looking out their window. There would be cars all of a sudden like staring at me constantly, like to the point where this one guy, in fact it happened twice, but this one guy was driving and you could see he was like, and I was so blown away because I was like, why are they staring at me? And I was like, nah. And so I spoke to a few friends. Like, I finally made friends and I spoke to a few friends, and there were just incidents where I would be treated a certain way because of the color of my skin, which bothers me so much, because there were so many times, like, they're looking on the street because I'm in a rich neighborhood, and like 90% or 99% of them are white here. They would look at me to be like, and it's not even that look of like, are you lost? It's like, why are you here? You know? And there'd be times where I would go to the park with my host kid, and you could see like the moms would look at me like, don't you dare come to this park, don't you, like, it's just the experience I've never experienced before until I got here. And it's like a constant reminder that that I was black, that my skin was not like theirs. And so moving on, I'm in DC with my friend. We go, we tour Capitol Hill, we come out, we super excited, both South Africans. We taking pictures, and literally we were at this place and we wanted to take pictures, and the guy was like, get off, like the police. There were like 3 or 4 of them. They were like, get off the ground, get off, like they were telling us to get off this little sidewalk thing. And we're like, oh, like, excuse us, like maybe we might not meant to take pictures. And so we get off, and a group of sports people, like sports team, I don't know if they were playing soccer or rugby or football, they come to the same place, and we're still there. We're looking at our pictures, we're trying to find a good angle. They come all white. They take pictures, the exact same place we were. No one. The police are there. Nothing. And so me and Franco look at them, and we look at the police, and we were like waiting for them to say something. After they done, then they say, oh, get off, get off, get off. And we were like, how is it that we literally, like, I don't even think my second foot, I was about to step, and it was like, no. Guys, like, I could go on and on and on and on and on about the injustice in this country and the redlining. Like, here where I stay, in this like area, like next door, there's like a redlining where black people can't buy houses in white areas. The bank would rather borrow money to a poor white person than give money to a rich. Or if they do, you'd find we have the exact same credit score, but the white person will get it cheaper and the black person won't, because they're trying to keep them out of certain areas. Now I've seen so many comments of people just saying, oh, you should be grateful you're in America, which pisses me off. I don't care whether I'm American or not. Wrong is wrong, and I am gonna stand up and say that's wrong. You can't say because I was raised in South Africa, because I'm not American, and because whatever you want to say, it's wrong. It's not white people against black people. That's not my message. My message is there's people who are human just like you are hurting. And so I don't care whether you're here to visit in America or you're here to stay, or basically if you have that mindset that this is not my battle to fight, if you are a human, then this is your battle to fight. If you have this mindset that you're just happy that you survived your country and you made it to America, then guess what? It is your battle to fight. Do not turn a blind eye because this is not your race. This is your fight. Let's not forget. And then people have the audacity to say it's interrupting their summer. It's making them uncomfortable. Well, maybe you need to get uncomfortable to realize that people are hurting. And maybe your summer needs to be interrupted for you to take action. Because it's wrong on so many levels. And I don't think people realize that this is not a fight against white and black. This is not a fight when it's not white people against black people or black people against white people. It's justice against injustice. There are a group of people that are receiving injusticeness, and there are a group of people that are just being targeted clearly because of the color of their skin. And it's not fair. Like, it's really not fair, guys. So my main goal for this video is to say, do your part. Like, if everyone could do their part in coming together to end racism, it could end. Check your heart, because there's so many people that are like, I'm not racist, I'm not racist. But would you be okay if your brother comes home with a black person? Would you be okay if your son comes home with a black person? Your daughter comes home with a black person? What then? And so, on this ranting and raving, I want to say, Aupairs, 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 I'm speaking to you now. You guys have a major role you could play in this whole thing. I don't think you guys know how you guys could help change the next generation. You see, let me break it down. If you have an au pair, you are rich. If that family has an au pair, they're rich. And most of the time, if you do research, most of the time, the families that have au pairs are lawyers, doctors, judges, people in parliament. That's why DC is one of the biggest areas that have au pairs. Why? All the political people have au pairs. Doctors have au pairs. Not all teachers, but some teachers have au pairs. Principals have au pairs. Everyone who is in power, celebrities have au pairs. And so think about it. If you could change, and I'm not saying that like people in power, their kids are way better than people who are not in power. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that those people in power are the ones who are signing those papers. Those people in power are the ones who are coming up with laws against black people. And so if you could change the attitude of their kids, one day those same kids will be the ones to try change. There's so many ways you can educate your kid. It starts like in the park. He sees a kid who's not his color, advise him to go play with the kid. Or if he asks us, why is so-and-so like that and why am I like this, explain to them that we all human. We all human, guys. There's no one that is higher than anyone. No one. Read books to them about it. Libraries, like you can order books online from the library and they can read it. You can read it to them, they can read it to themselves. Expose them to books with people of color in. I'll put some books down in the description below of books your kids could read. But find books they can read about black people. Make it an adventure. Make them go out and see that black people are not monsters. And that's what they've been taught their whole life. Black people are not monsters. They are not criminals. And so I think as an au pair, mainly to au pairs, change the story. Because you may not see it now. You may just see this 2-year-old little boy who's just playing. And lately I've been thinking about it. Like, I have a host kid. He's a boy. And he has mixed race. Well, he has white first, obviously. And it just hits me now, like, will they defend him when the cops pull him over? Will they defend him when they're at a party and like somebody calls him the N-word? Will they defend him in the workplace when people are treating him unfair? Will they point out people who look like them that's hurting their friend? Or will they just sit back and be like, it's not my problem? Because at the end of the day, it is your problem. And we are all human. And so I would say to all the au pairs, I'm not saying now go and bash the kid and like bash the kid in the sense of like fill the kid with books and books and books, but there's a way. The same way you teach your host kid about culture, your culture, teach them that, because it is like I have taught every kid that I've looked after that there's no such thing as, oh, because you're white you have this, oh, because nah fam, no, that's not gonna happen. And the same thing shouldn't happen when you au pair, because think about it, you with that kid way longer than the parent. Each day you with that kid for 10 hours, 1 whole year. So by the time your year is up, you definitely will have a kid with a change of heart. And so I think I just want to say, as an au pair to other au pairs, we could play our part in just trying to raise up kids who don't see black people as threats, who don't see black people as criminals, who don't see anyone as the wrong color or not worthy to be in their presence. And so I would say, let's change the story. You may not see the fruit of it here. You may go back to your home country, your host kid grows up years later, but you know what? You changed the way that kid thinks about people, and you changed something. Like, if you just think about it, if every au pair that is on the system right now, there's like thousands, there's thousands. There's probably like 20,000 to 30,000 au pairs in America or more. I think there's way more. But if every single au pair actively educates their kids about brown people, about people of color, about the fact that we are all equal no matter where we're from, how to help. Petitions. Number 1, sign petitions. There's so many petitions going around right now for the injustices that's been happening. Sign petitions. Put your name, put your email. It costs nothing. It costs absolutely nothing signing a petition. Number 2, donate. Donate to the injustice system. Like, I know here in Baltimore, it's been a problem. And I'm not saying donate $500, $1 million. I know we don't earn a lot of money. $5 could go a long way. If 5 people donated $5, that could make it different. Donate $2, $1, up to you. Donate whatever you want to donate. Thirdly, educate your kids, because enough is enough. I'm gonna put petitions in the description box. I'm gonna put some books in the description box for au pairs or any host family who wants to educate their kid. But yeah, it's a very tough video, but yeah, I don't know how to end this, but good night.